Doing today? Here we are at Leesburg. Okay, this is one of my old airports I used to fly out of all the time. I'm in a 152 Aerobat. Just going to do a local little flight with you. And we're going to do a flight over to my old airport, with Orlando North. And a lot of my buddies still fly out of there, but it's a lovely little airport to fly to. So let's see how we get on. And yep, let's set the 5 degrees of flat. Okay, so we get that done. Let's start it up for you guys now. So we go over here, we get the engine running, and then we will go and have some fun, I think. There we go. Okay guys, a P6, sorry, a DOF Reality P6. Along with that, I've got the CLS 120, and I've got the comm box. I finally connected the comm box now, so that's pretty cool. So we got the comm box up and running, makes life a little bit easier. When I can find it in VR, you know what that's like. So right, here we are. Look, I'll have a little look around for you. This is here at Leesburg, and yeah, let's get on the ground, have a chat with them and see if we can get clearance to depart. I'm going to ask for runway 13 if possible. Let's see what they say. Leesburg ground, November 767 Tango Romeo.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower on 119.35 when ready for departure.
Ground 767 Tango Romeo, ready for departure. I would like taxi instructions, so if possible to take runway 13 to the south. That's where it goes wrong.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, runway 14 is not available. Taxi to runway 13 via Alpha 1. Contact tower on 119.35 when ready for departure.
See what I mean? Didn't even say 14. I said 13, but it happens, you know. It's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. It makes it real. Taxi 13 via Alpha, thank you. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to taxi to via Alpha to 13. Okay, it's a beautiful evening, as you can see. Just sort of coming up to sunset by the looks of it. It's only a short little flight, guys. The main reason for this really is this is a new release today. So yeah, and I'm over the moon with it. It's absolutely amazing, as you'll see. So we just got this today. I think it's a new beta, or it could be the 4. But whatever it is, it's so much better. There's less distortion, a lot less distortion. And as you can see, when I look around, there's no one on a turn, not getting a lot of distortion, which is amazing. So far so good, really pleased with it. So guys, what we're doing now, we're taxiing down on Alpha. I can see a truck over there. Mate, I'll tell you what, it never ceases to amaze me. I feel like I'm back at Leesburg flying again. It's so cool. Lots of flights from here back in the day. Okay guys, so here we are. We're going to get to the holding point, and what we should do in theory is follow the second line out of courtesy to stay out of the way of other aircraft when we do our power checks. But obviously we're not going to do power checks today. We're just going to literally get to the holding point and get clearance from the tower. Okay, so let's change over to the tower. Let's do that right now. Okay, Leesburg Tower, November 767 Tango Romeo, lined up for runway 13 for a departure to the south. They get it right. They normally do. It's pretty good.
Skyhawk 767 Tango Romeo, Leesburg Tower, runway 13, wind 060 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 767 Tango Romeo. Alright, so far so good, let's go. Alright, so let's line up and take off.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, runway 13, wind 060 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Yeah, they do repeat themselves a lot. That's a bit annoying, but normally once the tower's cleared you, they've cleared you, but they come back about 2 or 3 times sometimes. Alright guys, here we are lined up on 13. Let's hit her and go. See, it got a bit of a crosswind, guys. Look at that. It's windy today. Straight into the crosswind. Look at that. Ah! Uh-oh, mixture. Oh, emergency. Get my mixture. Woo! For some reason, the mixture keeps coming out on this one. I don't know why, but I have to look. But it's all good stuff, man. So we got a good old crosswind here today. So, right. 300 feet, we get the flaps up. Alright, flaps up, and we'll climb up to about 1500 feet. Gonna take you on a little journey. Over to the left there, where I'm looking right now, that's Lake Eustis. Up ahead to Mount Dora, that's where I used to fly my Sea Ray quite a lot. To the seaplane base. That was fun. Used to love doing that. That was a lot of fun. Alright. Used to take my boat all around here. Pontoon boat. And yeah, I used to live just over there on the left where I'm looking. Right over there. I lived on the lake there. That was pretty cool. I missed that. Okay guys, so let's get back to flying. Climbing up 1100 feet, climbing up to 1200. The Aerobat's pretty nice, I like it. It's pretty manoeuvrable. We'll level off about 1500. Okay, let's get the nose down. Get it to 1500, let the airspeed build up. Bring the power back now to about 23. Hold it on 1500 like I'm doing. Little bit of down trim. And then we should have hands off just like the real thing. And there you go, look at that, all done. 1500 feet. That's why I love the CLS. The 120 or the 60, they're just so real. It just, you feel like you're back in the plane. Crazy. So here we are guys, we're looking down. This is all Leesburg, and like I said, that's Lake Eustis there, and up ahead, just over to my left is Mount Dora. I'll show you the boat ramp. That's where you pull the Sea Rays up, or seaplanes, any seaplane. I'll show you the ramp. They've actually changed it and made it a lot better. The imagery is so much better now than it used to be. You can actually see the boat ramp, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty amazing. See the ramp down there, guys? You can see where the ramp, all these houses here by the shoreline. And if you go along a little bit further, you'll see the grey ramp. And that's the boat ramp. Ha! Many a time pulled up there for breakfast. Alright guys, so let's bring her back down a little bit. We've gone up about 100 feet because I wasn't concentrating. I was pulling back on the stick. Even though it's trimmed, even in the real ones, about it, you pull back on the stick. Even though you're holding it gently, you just don't realise what you're doing. Okay guys, so ahead of us is Lake Apopka.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Thank you sir, you have a great day. Bye bye. Now normally, I would change the Orlando North, but it's a Unicom, and of an evening quite often you don't see a lot of activity, especially on the sim, so I won't be changing over to the Unicom. I'll just be flying in. So here we are flying along. Like I said, that's Lake Apopka in front of us. My son used to live just down there on the right, just over there, and yeah, pretty cool. My house is on that island, that little island over there. It's called Deer Island. You go along that road onto the island. That's where my house is right now. That's where I live. Pretty cool. So real. And then way ahead of us over there is Apopka. So Mount Dora just to the left, way over there. That's Mount Dora to my left hand side. Okay guys, we'll keep it nice and simple. We'll do a touch and go, and then we'll buzz back. Sound good? Alright, you're still with me. Hopefully I haven't bored you yet. Ha! But so far so good. 1500, 100 mile an hour. It's pretty good. It's about the best 152 you're going to get is the Aerobat. You can't beat it. Alright, straight ahead of me. There's my Orlando North. See all the row of white hangers? That's exactly what it looks like. I'll tell you, once I just purchased a Sea Ray, one of my first Sea Rays, and I'm telling you what, I took it off. Unfortunately for me at the time, I just gotta slow it down now a little bit, guys, to start our descent. So using power for height, so not attitude. Attitude's for airspeed, power's for height. So just reduce your power, you start descending, and yeah, there you go. Little trick. See all the hangers there on the left? Alrighty, we're going in on the easterly runway. Uh oh, there's that mixture thing again. Don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to check that out. That's good practice. Ha! Alright. Okay, so we are coming in. Yeah, like I was saying, my first Sea Ray, I didn't know that the trim sometimes would not work if you got certain airflow over the trim tab. And literally I was coming back and I had no trim. I literally had to fly it and land it with the nose fully, pushing the nose fully down to get back. Scared the hell out of me. But you know, I made it, and then I realised that a certain technique you do if you've got one of the older Sea Rays to overcome that. And it happened a few times after that, but it wasn't a problem because I overcome it easy enough. So okay, if we was on the radio, we would have called 10 miles out and reported, and now we're on finals. So okay guys, let's get the flaps in. One stage already. Got some strong winds blowing. I think it's 18. Between 8 and 18. I won't use full flaps. I'm going to use just 20 degrees right now. It's plenty. Airspeed's good, 60 knots. And we're going to make this a touch and go, guys, okay? Look at that, I could be back here again. It's just so unreal. Bit of rudder now, guys, just straighten it up. Cut the power, let it gently come down. There we go, let it down, let it down, let it down. There we go, lovely, look at that. Okay, flaps up, guys. Flaps up, full power. Bit of right aileron, there you go. And this is exactly what it's like with this gap between the two trees. It's pretty cool. Alright. Let's head back to Leesburg, guys. You can actually see Leesburg in the distance. If you look at the beacon, the red light, you can see it there. Like I said, this is only a little short trip. And as you can see, with the tight turns and stuff, it's pretty damn smooth. I am so impressed with this new update. Well done, Asobo. Just gets better and better and better, man. You're doing a great job. Look at that. Wow. Pretty amazing. So as we get a bit closer, guys, we'll call up the tower. Look at that beautiful sunset over there. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Climb up to 15. Nearly there. Put the nose down. Let the airspeed build up. There's another aircraft over there. And we'll bring the power back. And she should settle near enough like the real thing on 1.5. I'm happy with that. Pretty impressive. The frequency's changed for some reason. Alright, let me change that back. I don't know how I hit that, but I must have done. Let's have a look. So much easier with the buttons, man. Damn. Alright, that's when it's trimmed. It's nice. Try again. Leesburg Tower 767 Tango Romeo, Cessna 152 inbound, 1 POB for a full stop.
Skyhawk 767 Tango Romeo, Leesburg Tower, enter left downwind for runway 4.
So rather than enter a left downwind, I'm coming from the south. Could I do a overhead join and enter mid left downwind for a full stop 04?
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, Leesburg Tower, enter left downwind for runway 4.
So I'd like to do an overhead join to enter the mid left downwind.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, approved for overhead join to enter mid-left downwind for runway 4.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. Have a great day. I love hearing them come back and say, you have a wonderful day too. Not all the time, but sometimes. So funny. Obviously, you wouldn't do that in the one. Oh, there we go again. The mixture. Got to catch it. There we go. We're good. That's so funny. Don't know why it's doing that, guys. If you know why, put it in the comments. I'd love to know. But for some reason, every now and then, the mixture cuts off. I think it might be where I've set it up somewhere else.
7 Lima Hotel, holding short of
And
4, ready to go.
And I forgot where to put it. I forgot where it was. So guys, there's Leesburg. You can see it there, runway 31. We're landing on 04. Best way to do that, look at your compass. Make sure your compass is aligned. You can see 04 is going from the left to the right. So we know we're going to... Let them finish. We're going to enter a mid left downwind. So we're going to go over the airport, turn left, and come in on the 04. But I say, use your compass, but make sure your compass is aligned to the main compass. Alright? Your magnetic compass. Alright guys, so here we are, we're going on the overhead. We're at 1500, 1400.
Skyhawk
That's
7 Tango Romeo, wind 060 at 8, runway 4 cleared to land.
060, clear to land 04. And if we look at the plane, we're crabbing, so we know the wind's coming from 08. Look at the compass, you can see the wind's from the right, and the plane's crabbing into the wind. Yeah, they got it. They've got it. So good. Really good. So here we are, guys. Look, there's the airport down there. Alright, so we'll start reducing our power. Always looking out, because you can't just rely on the tower. Sometimes you get idiots flying in the real thing as well. So we have to always keep a good eye out.
Hotel, contact departure, safe travel.
Reducing our power.
To departure, Bonanza 7 Lima Hotel.
We want to see that white arc in the airspeed indicator, so we pull the nose back a little, hit the white arc, and then we can chuck some flaps in. There we go, one stage. We'll start our left turn. Watch your airspeed, always airspeed. Airspeed picture. That's what you're looking for, airspeed and the picture. Okay guys, see the runway behind me there? So we're going to head out to the west and then come in. Bring the power a bit more. We can do our next stage of flaps. And we're going to bring the carb heat out. I have to use my mouse for that. Carb heat out. And remember guys, you have to put that car beat back in. Once your RPMs drop below 2000, you always want to bring the car beat out. And then before landing, push it back in, because in case you have to do a go around, you want full engine power. So in case you didn't know, you know, little tip for you. If you're flying some of the older planes, a lot of them have car beat, especially the ones you're learning in. So here we are guys, left base. We can see the runway, we know we're good. I can do final phase of flaps once I get on final. Airspeed's good, 60, 65. Feel that wind, not that bad. 8 feels worse than 8 to be honest. Full stage of flap, and then we're gonna hold that picture. And like I've said in my previous videos guys, if you don't know, a good way to judge that runway approach is put your hand in front, bottom part of your hand on the top of the dash, and the top hand on the horizon, and that'll show your hands width apart, gives you a good indication of your approach angle. I'm too low there, red and white, alright, there we go. Whoa, that lowing, man. Let's get back on the center line. Alright, we'll slow it down now. Go on the center line, go down the runway a little bit. We don't want to taxi too far, so we'll keep it flying for a bit. And I think we'll settle down about here. Power back. Remember guys, when you reduce your power, hold it and then float it in. Float it, float it, float it. There you go. Bit of right aileron, correct it.
Hold short of runway 22.
There you go. Bit of right aileron there for the wind. Alright, and here we are guys. So we're going to taxi off the runway. Someone's waiting to take off. Love that say AI intentions guys. It's absolutely amazing. Especially with the new GA aircraft they've put into it. And you know, they got, like I said, they got some problems. Oh, we got 2 aircraft here, so we will go down to the end. 2 aircraft on my left there.
7 Tango Romeo, contact ground on 121.725.
121.725, 767 Tango Romeo. Thank you.
Cross 22 November 9er 311. Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, you're welcome.
See what I mean? They're quite friendly sometimes.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, runway 4, Hotel Charlie, short of runway 22.
22 holding short, November 101 Hotel Charlie.
Okay, let's get over the holding point. And here we go. Leesburg ground, 767 Tango Romeo, just clear of the active 04. Request taxi instructions back to GA parking. Let's wait what they tell us to do, and then we go. But guys, look.
Skyhawk 7 Tango Romeo, taxi to General Aviation parking via Juliet Bravo Alpha.
Juliet Bravo Alpha, Cessna 7 Tango Romeo. Thank you, sir. Yeah, guys, like I said, you know, if you can subscribe, really appreciate it. It's a new channel. I started it about 3 years ago, but ended up buying a campground and just had to stop. And I really enjoy doing it. It's good fun. It teaches other people that are not really familiar with flying and stuff. And, you know, it's just good fun. It's good fun, good hobby, good people. And, yeah, let's have some fun, guys. Like I said, if you could subscribe, really appreciate it. Leave your comments. You know, got any comments? Love to hear them, negative or positive, it don't matter. It's what we're here for. And other than that, guys, I'll taxi back and park up and then go and have my dinner. And guys, have a wonderful day, and I will catch up with you next time. To the next one, adios amigos. Catch you later, guys. Bye bye. Adios, amigos. That was fun. Wasn't that fun? Thought I was gone, didn't you? But I'm back again, guys. I ain't gone yet. I might as well get you all the way up to where I'm parking. There we go. Back to where we started. Look at that. I've actually earned my dinner, I think. I actually remember flying into Leesburg and you would be number 10, number 12. And you just have to circuits, man. But not now. Them days are gone. Not many people can afford to do the real deal. But you know what? Who cares? You can do this. It's just as good. Just as good. And you can't kill yourself either. Alright, guys. So listen, man. Once again, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. You have a wonderful day and let's fly together again soon. Take it easy. Till next time. Catch you later. Bye-bye.